environment, no partners, but I have
Hmm.
to create all the things. All
Hmm.
the time we need to think. If you don't have
Hmm.
environment, atmosphere,
Yes.
or any partner, so that time
Hmm.
you need to create every single day. So it
Yeah.
needs a lot of effort and courage
Yes.
and a lot of things, right? And
Yeah.
I get courage and motivation from my students because I have to teach every day, and
Yeah.
making videos make me motivated. But
Hmm.
sometimes working on YouTube makes me
Hmm.
demotivated.
Thank you so
So
much.
that is for learners. What can you suggest them for speaking English? How they can start their journey of speaking English, or they want to become fluent in 2026? They are
Hmm.
going to start their journey. So what can we
So,
suggest?
good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm happy. It's a good day because it's Sunday. I have enjoyed my Sunday a lot, and now I've been taking
Oh
sessions
no,
since 2 hours. So yeah, it's been a good day.
as you
How
said
how,
on
how I'm so sorry I
Sunday.
didn't ask. How has your day been?
Okay, my day is quite normal, I would say.
Oh,
It was quite normal. Sunday is not that much great for me. Monday is, I would say, a proper holiday for me. I
why?
enjoy
Why so?
because
You're working.
On Sundays I teach.
Okay.
And as you said, Sunday, like today, you enjoyed a lot. What did you do? I'm
I
excited
didn't
to
do anything,
know.
and I think that is the reason that I was happy.
Okay,
I was
you
sleeping. I slept till late. Then I woke up, and then I ate. Then I washed my face, and then I was watched TV again, and then I started taking classes. And that's it. That's what I did. I feel there's only one day that I can be as lazy as possible. So I literally don't want to do anything. So yeah, I take my Sundays seriously in a lazy way.
okay? That's great. And usually, what do you do every day, if I ask?
Yeah, I only study. I study and I take classes. Yeah. And
Okay, you
I,
study.
uh, yeah, I'm so sorry. My dog is here and he loves to bark. So
Oh,
I just tell him to just calm down.
mhm.
Okay. Yeah, now
So,
he's okay.
yes, as we are talking for the first time, very first time, I would say.
Yeah.
So, I would like to know about you as I make YouTube videos, so audience
Yeah,
will
I
know
know about
you.
that. I think, I don't know. Of course, you and I are meeting for the first time, and I personally am not a YouTuber, so I respect I hope that I don't like to answer a lot of personal questions, so I hope
Mhm.
that is not an issue for you.
Yeah, short introduction that you
Yeah, short
can.
introduction, of course. Uh, I am studying currently. That is all. I think that is a very short introduction, and I have a different kind of hobbies. I love performing arts, and I like animals. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so in English language, what do you do? That is
I
what I want to
teach.
know.
I teach for clapping.
Basically, you teach for English language or communication,
Yeah.
grammar. What is
Yeah.
your particular expertise that you like to do?
Like I feel that I like grammar. I think without grammar you cannot actually know correct English. And I also make mistakes, so I correct myself very often. You'll always see me that if I say something wrong, I'll go back and correct it again because I don't want it to stay that way. And I feel that I love talking to people, giving them motivation, and I feel giving talking about life and meaningful conversations is something that I am very open to, and I like talking about it a lot. Like just having conversation on different topics on a deeper level. So that is something that I do enjoy. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been doing conversational like genre following?
I think like if I am working in like if you are asking me in the working sense, right?
Yeah, you take sessions on clapping, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So it has been around it will be a month in a week. So I'm fairly new to this, and I was told that I would have to be taking YouTube sessions, and I was actually quite nervous because, as I said, that I'm a very private person, and I don't like to talk about a lot of things about me. I like to talk about I like to know about different kind of people, and that was the major reason that I got on Clapping Go. It was like I can talk to new people, get to know about them, their experiences, and maybe I think it also gives me a kind of happiness to know about other people's story, not just my own, right? I feel that nowadays people are just in their own world and they don't care about a lot of things, what is happening around them in their other people's life, and like basically their surroundings. And I feel that in the long run, it just becomes very monotonous and annoying, where you don't have peace or understanding or sense of belonging. So yeah, I talked a lot.
Okay, okay. As you said that you are not interested to discuss about your personal things, right? So let's
Yeah.
discuss some topic related to English for learners. As my YouTube channel is for also English teaching and
Mm-hmm.
providing some content related to English, so we can discuss
Mm-hmm.
about English
Yeah,
speaking
sure,
journey
sure, sure.
students, right? So
So
we
yeah,
can
you
do
can
it.
of course, Shweta, you can of course ask me questions about if like you're a first uh, generation learner, or like of course you would have some kind of motivation to start a YouTube channel. So I would want you to discuss your shortcomings, any things that became your obstacles along the journey, and I can also share on that. And I think it will be a fruitful session.
Yes, yes. For me, I have been practicing this language and I teach English, started teaching also. I
Mm,
started my journey to learn this language, but eventually I realized that I want to teach on YouTube and offline also. I take sessions
mm,
and I teach in institute. So that is how
mm,
I have been doing teaching on online and offline and also
mm,
learning every day. So sometimes
mm.
if my difficulties, if I would share with you, then what happens? I sometimes feel demotivated to practice every day because it's been long time.
Yeah.
Like yes, I began my journey. It's been more than 3 years I have completed. On YouTube,
Wow.
I have completed 2 years, like one and a
Mm,
half year, more than 1.5 years. So I've completed in that way. So right now I feel that what type of things that I need to learn. Yes, of course, I want to become advanced speaker also. For learning this language, we need to learn every time, every day, or something or the other we need to learn in English. We cannot say that, okay, I have been learning for 3 years, so it's completed. Now
yeah.
I don't need to learn. I cannot say. So I'm
Yes.
learning in this way. And earlier I was watching a lot of videos because my background is Bengali. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
study English at school, so I was learning from videos, watching videos, and talking to people. In this way, I've learned. So these days, I don't feel like to watch some videos, and I sometimes feel like what to do. Just I teach and
Mm-hmm.
I help people, those who are
Mm,
beginners or those who are intermediate level students.
mm,
To them, I provide classes. That's it.
mm-hmm.
But these days, I feel what else I should do. So that is my confusion.
Got it, got it. And I have also seen a lot of people who live in different states, especially where their mother tongue is prioritized, and it should be prioritized. I don't think that it should be replaced by any other language, and it's all right. And the fact that you have learned only from videos, that is commendable actually. That you didn't have any support and you did more than what was required, right? And but if you're talking about the confusion where you feel that you don't like watching videos, and I understand that sometimes feels it just not feel right, where you're just looking at a screen and you're practicing. You can feel bored, and you don't want to practice anymore. You feel like I don't get any motivation out of this,
Mhm.
and even though I want to help people, um like sometimes if you're like, as you're a YouTuber, so for YouTuber maybe subscribers and things like that also matter, right? For me it does not matter. And I am not that person who like think about like other people, like in that sense, because I'm not a YouTuber and I'm just here to talk. So in that way I can just suggest you that if you are bored out of videos, do you like watching like serials or anything, series?
Yes. Could you repeat again? I
Or
couldn't hear.
do you like to watch any kind of series or
Mm,
dramas or anything?
no,
No.
I don't watch any movies, even any series. I don't know why. I don't get time particularly to watch movies and series. All
So
the
how
time
does your
and learning, and I live in two places, like going to the village, coming to my room. I stay
hmm,
in rented house to teach people on online, and in my village I have so many problems like network issues and all. So I
Hmm.
cannot just stay in my village. So two places is staying in a week. Every day I have to do so many things. Also teaching, making videos on YouTube. So I don't get chance to watch movies, and even my videos are there to edit.
Edit. Yeah.
I have to watch my videos. So I feel sometimes bored by watching my videos, and I have to edit my videos. So sometimes I feel like what else I can do for English.
That is understandable, Shweta. But like from a humanistic perspective, I would say that just pause, just pause, right? Because if you're not enjoying life at the same time, then I think that it's not worth it. Like I don't mean that go party. Like of course, if that is enjoy for you, you can go do that. But just you should know that of course going in and out of that is your struggle, right? But and of course it will show in your work someday or the other, but at the same time you should value yourself as well. You can, like
Mm.
as I said, for me Sunday is just I won't do anything. But if I have to, like I am taking class on a Sunday, I'm taking this session. I before this I had classes, right? I chose that because if I'm that person who, if they rest, they feel bad. So if I'm resting also I feel bad, but if I don't rest I'll feel annoyed that why am I not taking proper rest, because I cannot function. And I think people should rest, so you should also take a pause. So whenever you have time in a week, maybe if you do not have 1 or 2 or 3 hours, maybe see short films. Like I watch a lot of short films. There are so many award winning short films on YouTube that you can watch, and they are much more interesting than a lot of commercial movies that you see around, that you pay 350, 400, 700 rupees for in a PVR, right? So
Okay.
watch those, right?
Yeah.
You can easily do that, and you can also learn a lot from films. Like my,
Mhm.
if I talk about how did I start to speak English, like where I started, I would say that I like movies, I like films, I like watching content, and I think it teaches me a lot about life. So I do
Mhm.
that. I think it is also a form of language where you know what is the context. If we are learning this language, but we don't know how to apply it in the world, that is a issue, another issue, right? So what film teaches us is actually how we can use that language. So it's a
Mm.
context. There could be a scene there, and for example, any phrase comes up, and you see, oh, it's used in this way, and if you have to use it in your life, you will also have that kind of memory in the back end that yeah, I can use it here, this phrase, right? It's not just that you have to store information, but you have to apply it as well. So the application is something that we see and notice and understand, observe around us. That is how we learn. So just take your time, just be, it's fine. What is your age, by the way?
My
If you don't
age.
mind me, if you don't mind me asking, you can just give me a random number.
Yeah, I'm 24.
Yeah, I think you're very young. So it's fine. And I get that you have a big ambition, and I can see that the fact that you're just doing going back to your village and just commuting all the time, I can see that you have a big drive to success, right? You want to succeed in life, and I think you can do that easily. So just also give yourself a break, and it's okay.
Yeah, like my journey began completely from the scratch. I came to
Yeah.
this room, I would say. I took a rented apartment, and here
Mm-hmm.
I started staying and started my journey of YouTube. And it's
Mm-hmm.
been more than 1.5 year, I would say. So now I can tell you, I did so many things. I even
Mm-hmm.
conducted workshop in my locality. I teach people.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of things. People recognized me. I was
Mm-hmm.
also published in newspapers. But
Yeah.
now I feel that sometimes I feel like what else I can do all the time
Yeah.
English. So this is something that makes me sometimes demotivated that
Yeah.
every day we need to work, and making videos, editing those things make me sometimes demotivated to do every
Yes.
day. It's a
Yes.
task. And
Mm.
also I am making my career over YouTube. YouTube
Yeah.
and teaching English. So that
Yes.
is what I feel that I have to do anyhow. And sometimes I feel bored that, okay, how many times I have to do all the times we need to do. And also, I
Yeah.
don't have environment, no partners, but I have
Mm.
to create all the things. All
Hmm.
the time we need to think. If you don't have
Hmm.
environment, atmosphere,
Yes.
or any partner, so that time
Hmm.
you need to create every single day, so it
Yeah.
needs a lot of effort and courage
Yes.
and a lot of things, right? And
Yeah.
I get courage and motivation from my students because I have to teach every day, and
Yeah.
making videos make me motivated, but
Hmm.
sometimes working on YouTube makes me
Hmm.
demotivated. So
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly as you said that Shweta, we were as we were discussing that if you're just doing everything like same thing for every day of a year, right? So of course it will be like, oh, you're just following a pattern. You can talk to me in English even with your
Mhm.
eyes closed, right? So you can also maybe edit now if you're doing it for 3 years. Maybe you can even edit with so much ease, right? But have you had any growth? That is the question. I think what your brain is actually challenging you is where is the growth, right? Sometimes when
Mhm.
you see growth, that is the motivation. Of course, students meet and you meet everybody and you talk. But what is real growth is when you feel it, right? It does not have to be like, oh my God, huge piles of money or bank balance or anything. Of course, it is
Mhm.
some form of growth, but growth is different for everybody. So for you,
Mhm.
I think what you feel now is stagnancy, that you have you just like a water that is not flowing, right? So of course you meet every you meet different people every now and then, but you still are seeking a different kind of growth. So maybe try a few hobbies, give yourself some time, actually ask yourself what you really want at this point. So it was
Yeah.
just a random observation that I just had,
Yeah,
and
great.
I'm so sorry if I have said anything wrong,
No, no,
and
no.
you feel bad about it, because I think we all, and it's not just you, Shweta, we all in every job, you
Mm.
one day you feel that I'm bored, and
Mm.
when that day starts, I think you should start thinking about what to do next and what you want next.
Mm.
Yeah,
And you
that's it.
rightly said that ask to yourself, what do you want now? So
Mm.
that is absolutely a great way to think about it. Of course, we should do in this way. We should find the solution that what is happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so out of my curiosity, I would like to know about you, that how do you spend your day with English language? What do you do for English?
If I'm being quite honest, I would say that I practice my English through you guys. Every time I
Okay.
meet another person, I talk to them in English, and I watch a lot of content. As I said, I love watching content. I love reading, and
Mm.
that just helps. Like it's just a hobby of mine. I think I also get bored from my
Okay.
day to day life, and I feel that I look for like my own space. I look for different kind of world in books, in
Mm-hmm.
videos and content. Like I try to put myself in other people's shoes, and I think it also gives you a sense of your purpose, right? Like where you want to be, what you wish to do, and where it's not about like for you, Shweta, and a lot of viewers that would be if they're watching this, I would say that it's not a bad thing if you get bored out of something. It's just that you have practiced it so much that you are just wanting something more, right? And that is
Yeah.
not a bad thing. It's all right, and even if you want to move out, or if even if you want to change, you can go forward, because I think it's just the way of universe making you telling you that you are worth more. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Have you been speaking since your childhood, or it's not like that?
If you're asking me if I'm a full-fledged speaker, I would say that I have been speaking English. No, English. I've been speaking English since school, but in my childhood, I was not a very fluent speaker. I didn't. I didn't speak even. I didn't want to speak to people. I was very shy kind of kid, and I still make mistakes, as you just saw. I do make mistakes, and but I correct them, and that is the point. Like it's not that you cannot make mistakes or you won't make mistakes in life. It's the part that where you learn and you correct it.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think for your improvement? That which thing helped you really well, like watching movies or speaking English with friends, or what you can share with me?
Like I would say that there was a year or two in my life where I didn't speak English a lot at all, and when that time came, I was so
Mhm.
uh, I felt so annoyed with myself, I would say. Because, for example, if you're doing something for so long and then you just suddenly stop and then you don't know how to go about it, that is something that makes you feel so bad about yourself, that it was so easy. Why couldn't you say something, or why don't you know that? I think it's just something that you're annoyed with yourself, and it's not a good feeling. So I think I
Mhm.
restarted myself in that zone. If I'm being very specific to English, so I restarted myself. I reconnected with my like their language. It's not my language, but I reconnected with it, and I started looking for ways as to what did I do first that helped me. It was, as I said, that I love watching content. I love talking to people, right? As I said, talking is something that really helps you. Talk to people, make mistakes. It's fine. You
Mhm.
learn a lot.
Yeah, you're right. We need to speak. Ultimate goal is to speak, and
Yeah.
solution is also to speak English.
Yes.
Then only we can be fluent
Yeah.
or we can continue this journey. Right. So I would like to ask you last question for the
Yes.
audience, and then we can wrap the session. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so
So
much.
that is for learners. What can you suggest them for speaking English? How they can start their journey of speaking English, or they want to become fluent in 2026 they are
Hmm.
going to start their journey. So what can we
So,
suggest?
so Shweta, can you tell me what are the like data on the viewers? Where do they reside in, or what is their level? Like,
Yeah,
are all your viewers part of West Bengal or something?
no, it's like we cannot say in that way. I even don't know because like subscribers, we don't talk with them in that way, right? But I can tell you that they are beginners, intermediates, right?
Hmm.
So in this way, we can think their level is beginners or intermediate.
So don't like. I feel that for you as well, I think studying data will help. Like if you're even for your students, like I think when you
Yeah.
analyze the data, right, from where your viewers are, it's not that you're discriminating. It's all
Mm.
about knowing the context behind your learners, right?
Even, but like some people are starting their journey in 2026.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for especially,
for them. Like
yeah.
I feel that if you are of young age, I think start with kids book, playbook, like the picture book, where you get big pictures and small text. Start there. I think reading helps. And if you're not reading, if you don't have time to read, listen to somebody read. I think you would also know how to pronounce the words. You know how to pitch your tone. You will also know how to stop, when to take pauses, right?
Mm.
I think all of these things help. I think reading helps you a lot with all of these things. So when it's just a one solution for a lot of things that happen. So
Yeah.
reading is something that I would recommend to everybody. If they don't have time to read, listen to somebody read. Like if,
Mhm.
for example, a person who is in their 60s or 70s, and they're quite old and they cannot read, they have glasses, they can have somebody read to them. Or if there is somebody who does not have time to read, they can also listen to somebody read. And for you too, like Shweta, you can also read books on your channel, right? Give them audio
Mm.
sessions. That really helps.
Yeah, exactly. I think reading we can definitely do because reading is can be done every day, right?
Yeah.
Reading can be done every day. But
Mm.
when we like I think reading is really great for people
Mm.
who want
Mm.
to improve pronunciation, who want to
Mm.
improve because every day we cannot find people to speak, and
Mm.
even we don't have environment and atmosphere, like environment or
Mm.
partners. I mean to say to connect with people every day, talking to people. No, we cannot do that. But if we start reading, so we can read from our mouth and we can
Mm.
listen properly that how we are reading, how we are
Mm.
pronouncing words, how
Mm.
we are saying words or sentences. So reading
Mm.
definitely helps a
Mm.
lot.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
Hmm.
So I guess
So do you have
that
any
was the
question?
last question. No, no, I
Yeah.
don't have any questions. I think I love the way you talk, Shweta. I think it's very slow, and it is a very calming voice. Maybe you can just start a what do you call, a bedtime story kind of podcast as well. So I think people would love it. Just a recommendation, suggestion,
Really?
and thank you so much for joining. And And I had a great conversation with you. See you soon. I think when will you book session? I think I'll be there whenever you're booking the session. And thank you so much. And have a great day of whatever is left. And see you. Bye bye.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much.